The Crew Motorfest. It's what you get when you put over 700 cars, trucks, buggies, motorbikes, planes and even boats on a large-scale replica of Hawaii. But perhaps the most interesting thing to me is the massive celebration of Japanese car culture. Ubisoft knows we love it, so to commemorate Motorfest's free week of play, which is live right now, they invited me to try the Made in Japan playlist, which features everything you love about all things JDM. From Wangan to drifting and even TOUGE events, it has it all, and I'm here to tell you exactly what it's like. Now, sure, at first glance it may look as if the 80s threw up on the island of Hawaii, and now the island of Maui, which is included in the new update. It's certainly a unique look, but when you throw the big Japanish dragons, JDM classics, a killer sky, and of course, funk music, it's a real vibe. That is, until you're so enamored by it all that you forget to brake and place P4 in your first race. Anyway, I was hoping to do a little better in the second race as night fell and we were put into a Gen 2 RX-7, which my fellow racer kindly gave me the scoop on.
That's right, this very model is extra special. It's the monochromatic crystal white edition, celebrating 10 years of RX-7 goodness. Only 1,500 of these babies were made.
I guess you really do learn something new every day. Now, one thing that did confuse me is why we were racing against little Italian bars in the Made in Japan playlist, but apparently they're one of the 4 crews that reside on Maui Island. The Diamond Fangs, Claw Blades, Night Stalkers and Quick Whispers, and of course it's our job to defeat them, and if we hopefully succeed we'll get a special prize, a Liberty Walk NSX. Sexy. So of course I did my JDM community civic duty and tried to murder them. What? I ain't getting passed by a bath. Get out of here, son. Oh god. Hell, even Shingo got his unironically hilarious digs in.
Hey, you hear me, Fiapudo?
But unfortunately, trying to murder them was a fruitless endeavour, and we started to lose the pack ahead. So I decided simply embarrassing them with my pure driving acumen would be a better approach. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can go for a triple overtake here on the little chicane. There goes the RX-7. There goes the Abarth, door to door banging. Oh, and we beat the first glowing car crew of Maui Island. Now that is a power stance. And as I drive to our next event, let me tell you more about Motorfest during this free week of play. Ubisoft are hosting what they're calling the Endless Drive. Every driver will pick one of 4 teams, and whichever team puts in the most kilometres, or miles if you're based, on the clock during this week has a chance to win some epic prizes. From custom PCs to PS5s, ultimate editions of Motorfest and in-game rewards. To participate, go to the link at the top of the description. And thankfully, by the time I'd finished reading that, we had reached the next event titled Hashiriya Style. Hashiriya is Japanish for street racer, by the way. It's just slang. And it's at this point I started to realise just how much I like GR86s. God damn, she's thick! Look at that thing. And how much I hated glowing cars. Oh my, these guys are literally rolling roadblocks. I cannot get past them. It's pushed me off the bloody road now. And another roadblock. Oh, God. This is impossible. So naturally, I turned up the difficulty a bit and restarted. And while the Godzilla was putting up a bit more of a fight this time, the game obviously didn't account for a TOUGE god to be playing, so eventually I just breezed past. And in fact, I was so comfortable with my lead, I just started trying to drift the hairpins, which, well... But thankfully, it didn't slow us down too much and we took another dub, destroyed another crew, and got another power stance. But luckily for me, Made in Japan also has some dedicated drift events, one even named after Drift King himself, Hashiriya. And it would indeed be good practice for the next time I got on the TOUGE, only it was in an all-wheel drive Evo. Usually a car I would love, don't get me wrong, but for drifting, wow. Here we go, drifting in Motorfest. Oh god, that is all understeer. It's just understeer. Oh no. However, there's definitely a knack to drifting in Motorfest. It's not all just full throttle action, especially in an Evo. You've got to control the weight and the attitude of the car to be a successful drifter. And obviously, I picked this up pretty easily, smashing the target score by the way, but obviously it still wasn't enough for Hinata.
Come on, Hashiriya, you can score more points than that.
Typical power stance. What happened next really surprised me. All we've seen so far is the classic JDM cars, your RX-7s, your R34s, your Evos, but what do you know about the Mitsubishi 3000 GT? I used to see one of these things every day walking to school, and it's especially cool to see it get some recognition in Motorfest. And of course, our fellow racers filled us in.
Yeah, you got it. Wait, 2 turbochargers, 4-wheel steering, and an electronic exhaust control system. Motorized aerodynamics that adapts to your speed. That car was a freaking Japanese Batmobile.
Kids these days would definitely call that glazing, and well, the NSX definitely got jealous. Why am I being murdered by an NSX? Oh god, the Evo come. That sounded bad. But after some liberal use of the replay function, I managed to dodge yet another attack from the NSX, and it was time to hunt. Right, we've got to get this bloke off the road. Oh, he's coming back for more. He's trying to do it again, the cheeky git. His name's Shingo as well. Mental. Obviously, I left him in my dust, destroyed another glowy car crew, and secured another power... Alright, I think that's enough of the power stance thing. That's done. Now I was down to the final crew of Maui Island before facing the bosses of each crew we had wrecked so far, all in an attempt to get the Liberty Walk NSX. The difficulty was ramping up, sure, but this event was all about hucking an R34 GTR down a road from the highest point of the map. I was totally at home. Oh, we're taking a wall down the mountain with us. Big send on the MX-5 here, use him as a brake. There we go, that is racing. That's door-to-door banging. That is sick. Oh god, there's a corner there. Bunny hop. This is what I call the wall ride. Oh, no. Didn't quite mount it. Right, let's try the wall ride again. Oh yeah. Passing a Porsche on the wall. And to nobody's surprise, after that performance, I lost. Now, the Crew Motorfest may be a lot of things. Colourful, sure. Wacky, perhaps. But one thing it doesn't do is hold your hand. So, yeah, I had to turn the difficulty down and try again. And while I do that, you know what's coming. It's time to tell you more about Motorfest. For new players, it's the best time to join the Crew Motorfest. And here's the game in a nutshell. There's a rich and beautiful Hawaiian playground for you to explore, and it only keeps expanding. There are tons of campaigns, just like the one I've been playing, for you to enjoy. Open world activities too, and online PvP modes, which I'll be checking out in my next video in the coming days. There's also 700 vehicles of different varieties, and new content to enjoy every week, month, and season. Honestly, I've been having a ton of fun playing, even doing it in my free time. Why not check it out during this free week of play? Anyway, on to the final race, and we were in the Liberty Walk NSX we had been fighting for this entire time. There she is. I hope it was worth it. It was on. Let's go. I'm feeling good about the final race. Oh, until I got distracted. Is that a friggin' DeLorean? I swear to God that says DMC. I don't know if it does. Oh! This is why you need to pay attention while you're driving, kids. Don't text. Don't change the radio. Don't drink, most importantly. Oh yeah, that does say DMC. That is a DeLorean. I want one. But after a fairly uneventful race, and after using the replay function more than I have in any other racing game ever, to cheat my way to victory practically, we destroyed the bosses of the Maui driving crews by quite some margin, and I secured the Liberty Walk NSX. And that was the Crew Motorfest Made in Japan Volume 2. If you like what you see, click the link at the top of the description and take advantage of that free week of play. You might love it.